one of many. Woo! You're listening to the True Bull Virtual Cast with Goonie and Nemo. That's right. Is it true? Is it bull? You decide. That's right.
All I know is it's always unscripted. Hey, tape recorder, listen to this.
Welcome to episode 312 of the True Bull Virtual Cast with Goonie and Nemo.
All right.
Presented by House of Hughes, J&T Mechanical.
Thank you.
Big E's Garage, First Do Lawn Care, and recorded live at the Redline Guns and Tactical Finish Nemosa Studios, Fort Worth, Texas.
All right.
Not really.
Hey, I hear that one of our sponsors, True Bull Entertainment, you can actually get online now, look them up, and you can actually get some studio work done with these guys.
That's true. That is true.
That couldn't have been done without the assistance of another sponsor, which is Nemo Graphics.
Wow.
They make T-shirts and promotional products.
Wow, I'm going to promote myself.
How about that?
That's awesome. We thank all of our sponsors. We couldn't be where we're at without you guys. It's a happy Tuesday, April the 9th.
Which is, being someplace different than we were at when we first started.
Yeah, we were about 6 feet over in the other corner of the studio.
2 people less.
2 people less, and that's us. That's us.
And that's Brussels. Brussels is still listening after 311 episodes.
It's true. It's true.
What episode is this?
312.
312.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you.
That's right. Thank you,
Happy
Brussels.
April the 9th be with you.
Show me your Belgian waffle. So anyway, that got me thinking, what were you doing yesterday during the Eclipse?
Okay, I actually was looking at the eclipse, but turns out it was just a fingernail in the sky amongst a bunch of clouds. It was terrible in San Antonio. You couldn't see anything. It was just a vast sea of unbroken gray.
It kind of reminded me of probably like if I were to live in California.
Okay.
Just gray all the time and no fun
Oh,
and just a big disappointment.
Wow.
Welcome, California. Welcome. Hey, it wasn't my fault. It was
Wait, California's still here? You're still with us, California?
It was San Andreas' fault.
What did the sun say when it reappeared after an eclipse?
I don't know.
Pleased to heat you again. Now, what kind of underwear should you wear during an eclipse?
I don't know.
Fruit of the moon.
Whoa.
But since I am...
Not funny?
No, I am.
Oh, right.
Since I am what you call a foxtrot bravo...
What?
I don't wear fruit of the moon.
What do you wear? Oh.
Whatever shows my moon is better.
Whoa. And this is why the censors don't like us. It's a good thing we're not unscripted because
what do you mean?
To...
What censors?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the ones that they put on our ankles so that we can't leave the house.
Oh, we got those.
Yeah, between 8 and 8. But yeah, it's cool. Speaking of which, any of you guys have a breathalyzer? That's awesome. How do you keep it clean? I don't know. I just, it always smells like alcohol.
And it always smells unscripted.
That's right. But anyway, welcome to the show.
All right.
I guess we can get started on it. Again, it's Tuesday, April 9th. Good weekend of sports. We had the...
It was a good weekend of sports, a good weekend of parties and favors and music.
Speaking of favors.
Let's get on with the sports. We got so much sports.
So the what do you call it? The men game, the men game in the NCAA Final Four. Yeah. They had the finals last night. I think a few people were watching that one. It ended up being kind of a anticlimactic. First half was amazing, back and forth, and then you realize that UConn is just the much better team.
Yeah,
took care of Purdue 75-60.
And aside from that, a lot of it is coaching.
That's right.
The coach of Purdue, I mean, he, with so much complaining, you would think stuff would go his way. But right now, at the end of the day, he just seems like a big mokel.
That's true. He is. But basically, the main attraction for the weekend was the women's Final Four, the final, where South Carolina took care of Iowa.
And I watched the entire thing.
Me too. I watched the whole thing. I was at 151.
I wonder what the analytics are on that.
I don't know. I think the semifinal game was like 24 million was the top amount of people watching, but it averaged like an 18.7 million.
That's insane.
It was like the top rated or the top views-wise, the top show that ESPN ever had for a game.
Well, how about a shout-out to the women's basketball, NCAA. Right on.
That's right.
Very
that's right.
cool. Thank you, guys.
And the good thing, they went undefeated, and yet they were still under the radar because of what Caitlin Clark was doing with Iowa. But here's the thing. It was a 3-point game at half. South Carolina was up 3, and then I saw a graphic right before the second half started. It said, in second halves this year, South Carolina has outscored their opponents by a total of 510 points.
Now, with that said, they have only lost 3 games in the past 43 years.
417 days.
Can you believe
it was crazy.
that?
Yeah, they haven't lost since that guy. What was it? Mussolini? I think he was the coach.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But that just shows the dominance of who they were, and the coaching. They made the adjustments at halftime, and that just speaks to outscoring your opponent by over 500 points during the regular season through 37 games. Yeah. That's a little over 12, 13 points a game on average that you're better after the halftime. So that just goes to they made adjustments. Their players took everything they said to heart, and they came out and they took it to Iowa, and Iowa had no answer. They really didn't. And so hats off to South Carolina.
Yeah,
champions
absolutely.
for the women's game. Caitlin Clark is about to make a lot of money.
Yeah, do.
A lot more money. And shoot.
Not to take away from bigger and better sports.
Wow.
Hey, guys, we've got the Brahmas out there.
God, I'll tell you what, dude. They had a comeback for the ages. They were down 11 points with less than a minute to go.
I'm still trying to figure out the point scoring system.
Well, here you go.
But as long as they win,
that's right. That's right.
I'm happy.
If you score more than the other team, you win. That's still the main crux of the point of the game. It's just you can go for 1, you can go for 2, or you can go for 3 after a touchdown.
That's what a lot of the commentators say during halftime or in between quarters.
Right.
What's it going to take, Coach, to win this game?
Well, what I'm thinking is they're going to have to outscore their opponent.
Right. Okay. We'll be right back.
Back to you, Bob. Right. Yeah. When they say that seriously, it's so stupid. It's like, well, they're going to have to outscore them if they expect to win this game. Well, thank you so much. Also, in other unrelated news, that
unreasonable,
that pointy thing at the end of your nose really smells.
Hey, talk about pointed things that smell.
Whoa, here I am.
A friend of ours, good friend of ours. If you want to hear some great football commentary and podcasting,
that's right.
Jason Leroy is an old friend of ours. He used to play bass with our praise and worship group.
Right.
And he has a great podcast. And let's see, what is the title of it?
Well, he's got 2 of them. One of them that he does is Texans Talking Football.
Right.
And then he's also got a Horns Forward podcast that he's part of. There's a group of guys that
And what is Horns Forward describing?
That's the Brahmas, baby.
That's the Brahmas, sorry.
And we and our group is called the Brahmas. The Menchaca Brothers.
Yes, thank you.
That's what we do.
Yes, we made that up. Thank you.
So look for podcasts here, there, and everywhere. Just look up Jason Leroy and Texans Talking Football. We want to get him later on in the season. We want to have him on one of our episodes, talk some football, talk about what the Brahmas are doing. Hopefully they'll still be undefeated.
Yeah, I better hide some of my stuff.
Dude, you did borrow a lot of things from him.
Yeah,
so,
I better hide his stuff.
Make sure that, hit that base.
But this is what, going to be week 3 or is it
week
3
is coming
rankings?
up. Week 3 is coming up. But
okay.
I would put them right near the top right now because Wade Phillips has that defense rolling, dude. If you know Wade Phillips, you know that he is all about.
Yes, sir.
He's all about defense. And so, you look at the power rankings here, the Stallions are still number 1. The Brahmas have moved all the way up to 2. St. Louis Battlehawks, they've got a huge...
Phillips did what he could with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
but,
son of a bum, dude.
When you have that thorn in your side constantly,
whoa,
you're not going to win games.
Hey, you leave that thorn out of my side.
Okay, I'm talking politics.
But yeah, you're looking at 8 teams in the league right now, and Brahmas are number 2. They were expected, if you put money on the Brahmas to win the championship, I think it was like 13-1 or to even make the playoffs because they were expected to be the last place team.
I'm thinking go for it.
So now they're number 2, and it's like, whoa, I guess they're pretty good. I guess that coach knows what he's doing, and the players buy in. But
also the coaching people at Carolina, they are no longer in the hunt. They're going to win the whole thing. Have you seen who they've gotten? I'm not going to expand on that.
Is Cam Newton coming back?
To Houston. Oh, the Texans could be a little scary.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they don't, go all Texans and remember who they are, they should be pretty good. They got Stephon Diggs.
Houston Texans.
Wait,
I think they've forgotten already.
Texans in the bud.
Oh, right. Okay, come on now.
But yeah, so anyway, look for the Texans to do so much during the regular season and then remember who they are and get blown out in round one. But, speaking
about getting blown out.
Whoa.
When did the Brahmas play this week?
I was going to say my back hurt.
Okay.
I blew my back out.
From carrying the podcast?
No, not even that anymore. It's just like carrying everything, but carrying this luscious body of mine. Ooh,
no.
Yeah.
So we're going to be at a tailgate party Saturday.
Well,
I am.
You might. You're going to be at a tailgate party. I'm going to be up in.
And that's going to be in the afternoon?
I think so. I think it's like 6 p.m.
But you are not going to be there. I actually have to carry the podcast Saturday because you will be on the road again.
Yes. I'm taking Dad out to Texas Motor Speedway for the weekend to see some NASCAR racing. Going to see the Truck Series on Friday. Saturday, it's the Infinity Series. And then Sunday is the Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400. We're in row 16.
Dude, and that's all in Texas Motor Speedway this weekend?
Yeah. Row 16 on the start-finish line. I'm going to be right there. Me and Dad are going to be...
Wow. And thank you to the awesome people at True Bull Entertainment.
Yeah, for paying for
getting
that.
Those tickets.
Yeah, forgetting that they bought the tickets.
Awesome.
And, letting me take them when nobody was looking. So
there's some people we don't want to thank for getting us tickets.
Right.
That would be the A shift on Fire Station number 23s. Mm-hmm. Not all of them. But you know who you are.
And Sticky Phil.
Oh,
Sticky
yeah.
Phil.
Yeah. We're talking Crystal Waters.
Wow.
We're talking Cockeyed Javi.
Wow.
And Billy Peters.
What?
Just to name a few. Oh, yeah. There's some not nice guys out there.
What were the other names for those guys that you were talking about?
Noah Coxener? Yeah, him too.
Him? Oh, him? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And those were some good guys,
I love my brothers and sisters at Fire Station number 23s.
If it's cold enough.
Sometimes they can rub you
the
too
right
many
way.
ways.
The right way.
Not the wrong way, but just too many ways.
Oh,
and sometimes that gets a little bit obsequious.
Wow. Is that Spanish for
clairvoyant?
Swollen?
Yeah.
So speaking of swollen, Sticky Phil, as you guys know, the Super Granny second season, Return of the Baddies, is coming soon. We've been teasing it for quite a while. We were trying to make sure that we got it in March, and now we're looking at April. And it's just not looking good. I don't know. I think
the problem is we've got so many cameo appearances.
That's right.
Into the studio, we have so many voiceovers. It's turning out to be a pretty decent production. Not like we had last time, where it's just one person, joking off in the closet.
Wow. What?
Joking. Anyway.
Okay. So there we were. Bare-assed in Brooklyn.
So we have a
dollar.
This is a milestone. We have some heavy hitters coming in as voiceovers for the next Super Granny series. So be out there.
Sticky Phil.
Be waiting.
Phil. I'm talking to you, Sticky Phil.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, talk about Sticky Phil.
Yes.
Didn't Phil Jackson say that not even he thought that LeBron James was the GOAT?
Well, I mean, he's not.
He may be the self-titled king, but he is not the greatest of all time. Guys, let me give y'all the email so y'all can punch in and tell us what your idea of the greatest of all time in NBA, not any other sport, NBA.
Right.
And I will fight you because I know within my heart, because of stats and not because of personal favoritism,
right.
I know who the greatest of all time. I know who the GOAT is in the NBA.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you his name.
I was thinking Billy Pultz, but Set Shop Buford was all right.
Whoa.
But the email where you can interact with us is truebullvirtualcast@yahoo.com.
Hey.
So send those out to us, and we will fight you. And it'll be fun. It'll be good. But that also, brings up the playoff situation. It's coming out. The
Again, that confuses me, Goon.
Yeah, because now they got 8 teams, but now there's 10 teams that are in the hunt because there's a little play-in tournament where they 7, 8, 9, and 10 play. So 7 plays 8, and whoever wins that is the number 7 seed.
Why don't they just make the bracket bigger?
That's what she said.
Okay.
They did. They added 2 teams, and they just did this little tournament.
Okay, and this starts next Tuesday or something?
I think something like that. Next weekend or next week, and then the playoffs start during the weekend. So all the teams are pretty much set. It's just a matter of where they're seated. Those could go anywhere, but everybody's talking about the Lakers. And they're like, man, they're right there. They're gonna definitely make it to the 8th seed or whatever. And I was like, yeah, so they could have a first round ass kicking by either Denver or Minnesota. It's like, come on.
So what are your thoughts on Little Brony?
Oh, my God.
He's actually put himself in the draft.
Yeah, I mean...
How long is he? He's only had 1 semester.
Nobody else is going to put him in the draft, so I guess he better put him in. What he averaged, 3 points a game?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, lighting it up.
13,000th pick of the NBA draft.
Lighting it up. Light it up there at USC, and now what is he doing? He's going to the transfer portal, and then, tells everybody he's taking his talents to the bench is what he's doing.
It's just an example of your parents telling you that you're the greatest.
Overpromise, under-deliver. That's the Bronny way. But speaking of which,
it sounds harsh, but
it's true.
If you can't sing, drop the mic.
Right. If people, if you think you're an eagle, but all of your friends call you a jackass, then by all means, buy yourself a saddle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might think you are something, but if you ain't.
Yep.
That which also reminds me of the bench. The number 3, 4, and 5 person off of the South Carolina bench.
Okay.
They all have something Bron doesn't have right now.
What?
A college degree.
Oh,
and
shoot.
A college championship ring. So, anyway.
No ill will, no talking negative. Let's talk positive.
I'm positive that he's got ill will coming toward him.
I'm positive that they're not going to make it to the championship.
It's like they say, it's like all you have to do is get in to have a chance. I was like, no. All you have to do is get in to get your ass kicked in the first round.
Yeah. You got to know. You got to be an all around. I mean, you got 11 million points, but if you look at his assists,
right? Hey, whoa!
You're not showing me anything. I mean, you're showing that you do have assists, but you seem.
I thought he had
percentage pound for pound. Seemed to be one of the most selfish.
Wow.
Basketball players I've ever seen.
It's true. And he did have that cyst removed. So
and that's the beer talking.
God dang right. And it's also the liquor talking.
Let's get a Vic liquor picker.
Vic's liquor picker. Today we are having New Amsterdam mango vodka with Monster. What are we calling this thing?
We're gonna call it a Monster Mang.
I'm calling mine the Super Mang because I put a cape on it and I put it in my virtual country shot glass. Woo! Let's try it.
You should put some tape on it.
You use the Monster White.
Yes.
I use the Monster, the original, with the green.
Yeah.
So you've got the White
I'll tell
Ultra.
You what, this Monster White. White is right, man. What?
Can't say that.
Oh.
Can't park there.
All right.
But that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not bad.
Yes. I'll tell you what.
It's okay at 10 a.m. in the morning.
That's right. It's if drinking at 10 a.m. is wrong, then
I want to be wrong.
We're wrong. We're wrong.
Okay.
We're very wrong.
Now, when we played this weekend, we were totally sober. Can you believe that?
I was right until.
Is that true or bull?
It was true right before we got there.
Fine.
But I did have road beers. I did have road beers on there.
Great people.
Yeah. Free Roam Brewing.
Our first performance there.
That's right. Owners from the top down. We have met some great people. Table 27. Thank you.
We're going to name drop Jen. She's the one that got us there. And now, apparently, she loved the guitarist so much that she wants to get us more gigs everywhere else.
That's
it's
right.
Like, dude.
Yes, but we'll first things first, we're going to be back over there Memorial Day weekend.
That guitarist is beautiful.
Wow. No.
Okay.
May 26th, Sunday, we will be there back at Free Roam on Main Street in Bernie. Great place, great staff, great vibe, food trucks, family friendly.
Pet friendly, firefighter friendly.
Wow.
Oh my!
I didn't see any friendly firefighters, but they allow you in.
Even the fire chief of Bergheim Fire Department was there.
Wow. Hawkins
We got to
was there.
give it up to the Hawkins.
That's right.
Kids hung out. They were actually singing along with some of the songs. True. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie.
We didn't do that one.
Okay.
But yeah, so we had a great time. Can't wait to be back there again. So thank you to the fine folks there at Free Roam Brewing.
Right.
Like I said, they got food trucks there, barbecue, little of everything, really. They had, I think, they were selling cigars there too. One of them was a cigar vendor.
Yes. I know a few avid cigar smokers. One is Michelangelo Panzsa. He's from Fire Station 23s, and it's kind of bittersweet because he's retiring, and he is one of the most learned people, most experienced people when it comes to fire rescue, when it comes to aviation. This guy was just impeccable in every sense of the word.
I have to apologize then. I went to the station the other day to pick up Tim, and he had told me about Javi and how the cigars and everything.
Yep.
And I didn't understand that you said he's retired.
I know.
You said it differently. So when I went up to him, gave him a hug, and I said, "You've been in the fire department so long. You're such. It's awesome that they let people like you in." And he didn't understand. And I said, "Dude, did you leave your helmet at home?"
I understood every bit, and I had to explain it to him later.
And then that's what made me really think that it was still true.
Yeah.
It might still be true that he was. But
it's bull.
Yeah, it wasn't
bull.
But yeah, so he was sitting there with a cigar in his ear. It was great. It was awesome. I don't know why he put it there, but let's
go on with more cigar smokers.
When I said bye and then he barked at me, and then kept calling me Beeman, I don't know.
One day he'll get your name right, Goonie.
Yeah, it's all right. What?
Mr. Brett Alton.
Oh,
thank you for allowing us to join in his trio. He's got some outstanding chops,
outlandish chops,
and even better venues in which he
beautiful
plays.
Place.
And he has actually asked, the Menchaca Brothers to stand alongside and look stupid.
Yeah, I did very well with that.
So we played at Pipe Creek Dance Hall this past weekend.
Hall.
We got some more places. So we're going to fill up the calendar, guys.
That's
There's
right.
no reason why you cannot make any of these or all of these.
Well, let's be honest. There are a lot of reasons not to do it, but there's no good reasons.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I meant.
You know what I was meant to say, Hito?
No.
It's always a good thing when bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people. But one time I was in bed and it was a good thing. So anyway, I just want to remind y'all that all the time we've been waiting to get into the new season of the Super Granny, and then the Super Granny podcast. It's going to come soon, but, the good things happen to bad people all the time, and then sometimes time, it flies like the wind, and then the fruit flies, well, you know what they like, Hito. They like to go into the poop, and then they do that. But, we don't want to rush the Super Granny episodes, because...
You know what I don't want to rush?
What?
Interrupting you because I still do not know what you're talking about.
Okay, thank you. Back to me. So there I was, bare-assed in Brooklyn, pero like I was saying, it's the time, it runs like the wind, and sometimes if you want to rush the Super Granny, then it's not good, because you know what happens? If you rush it, it's like opening a big old Pandora's box of chocolate, and it's the can of worms and the worms and chocolate, and you know when worms in your chocolate.
Did you say worm?
Worms, that's how the Dirk Cusano got me last season. He's not gonna do it this year. I whooped him like the Dickens, and he won't leave. He won't leave now. Now he's just sitting there next to old cockeyed Javi and your buddy Panzsa. He got a big old Panzsa. Now I know why you call him Panzsa. He was sitting there in the corner smoking his cubies, and I was like, "Why are you smoking doobies?" He's like, "No, it's a cubie." So there he was with his cubies, and then he said, "He's like, well, take your helmet off, Hito. We're inside. It's okay." And then he fell over, and I understood. It was all right, but I don't always like to hang out a lot, but I'm gonna hang out a little bit.
Super Granny.
What?
Thank you for that PSA. We will have
Don't
your
you call
episodes
me that? That's not
God.
right. A
Oh,
PSA, you puto.
Until next time, please hold on to your Eclipse glasses,
Oh, yes.
because the next one is August 22nd.
Yep. got a couple of months and
2044.
Yeah, we're gonna watch that. No, there's another one next week.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. So buy your VC glasses. We still have plenty left. You can keep them for next week's
and all
Eclipse.
your Rapture merch.
Right. Yeah. So until next time, you want to thank you guys for listening to episode 312 of the True Bull Virtual Cast with Goody and Nemo, brought to you by all those folks, and soon to be the Super Granny Return of the Baddies coming up. Horns Forward podcast and Texans Talking Football, Jason Leroy, thank you. We will see you hopefully sometime next month in one of our episodes. But we'll see y'all down the road as always.
Thank you, tape recorder.
And that's right.
Okay, bye-bye.